Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Here I am working on a score reel from a 1970s era Gottlieb game. This is one of Gottlieb's decagon units. And this case, this is the 10 counter. And I'm having some problems. It's not rolling smoothly. And you'll see what I mean. See, it just not, look at that. It's not, God. Dogs! Hey, dogs! Okay, so it's gunked up somewhere, so I'm going to take this apart and clean it. Find out where our problem is. First thing we do is we need to remove this little circuit board here to get to the wheel part. And this screw and this screw, we want to take those out, and then we want to remove this little pin. So the first thing we'll do, obviously make sure the game's off when you're doing this. So we loosen these. And take these two things out. And then remove this pin. Put this on this side. Oops. There we go. The little pin comes off, and then there's a little washer here. Now this comes right off like that. And we want to examine the underside of this, make sure all that's nice and clean. We can take it and wipe that down. If it's really bad, you can use something abrasive. Okay, this little part flips in there, and this thing just comes right off like that. And there's a spring and this underneath it. And you see these little gears are set here so that when the coil pulls in and out, and then you have the spring right here which makes it go back and forth like that. Okay, so we're just going to take everything apart, clean it, take a look at it, see if we can make it work a little better. So here's our little gear assembly. And it's a little gunked up. There's something in here that's a little greasy. We'll clean that all off. Take our spring out. So that's not too bad there. So maybe what's gunked up is down in here. So I got my little paper towel here. And I'll take a little bit of alcohol. Clean this up. Sometimes there's some lubricant on the inside of this, and it starts to harden. You see the crud there? Maybe some kind of grease in here that has now gunked it up and made it a little bit harder to slide. But there's probably also some grease in these teeth in here. So I'll take this and we'll clean this nice and just see how that's nice. Now this piston right there is also something we want to clean. Mine on this, it seems to be rolling kind of smoothly, but I can rotate the piston, and then with some alcohol you can see I can clean. There's a lot of gunk on there, so I'll just try to spin it, wipe it clean, spin it, see if it goes even smoother. And I'll just slowly expose different faces of it. There's definitely some crud on there. Yes, very exciting, isn't it? Watching me just clean stuff. Okay. Seems to be nice and smooth. So, where are things kind of being held up? That's what we need to kind of take a look at. This seems to be going somewhat smoothly. The spring seems to be fine. So, let's look at that. And I like to use this silicone spray because it dries and it's not a wet lubricant. So I'll spray it on there and then I'll wipe it off. Make sure this is lined up properly. Like that. And kind of make sure nice and clean in there. Okay. So put the spring in. Okay, so it goes just like that. Okay. Now we'll take the reel. Might as well clean it while I got it out. Some reels you want to be a little more careful with than others. This one is, these are pretty easy to clean. You just kind of just wipe them. And don't look too bad. Now I think this little thing here I want to make sure is not gunked up. So I'm going to clean the inside of that. Make sure there's nothing in there that's causing any problems. And there's a little bit of grease around here, around this edge. So there's a little gunk in here. We want to kind of just wipe that clean. And I'm going to hit it with my little silicone. And then wipe it off. Oops, something fell. I hate that. Gotta pay attention. So now a little piece fell off and I have to, oh, I see it. Okay. Yay, come back. Okay. This little plastic thing here. Get the dog hair off of it. Okay, I'm going to continue to clean this and put this thing together, and then we'll see how well it works. I kind of like to take my time, but when the camera's rolling, you know, I kind of want to try to do it fast. So I'll show you when I get it back together.